before we move on, there's a famous incident in Scottish football happened when you were the manager of St Johnstone, and Graham Souness took on his biggest challenge of all, the St Johnstone tea lady Aggie Moffat.
Aye.
Is that right? Aggie
It was Aggie Moffat, that's right.
What was the real story behind that?
Well, we moved to a new stadium and everything was brand new, and she used to have a big flask of tea in the dress rooms, both home and away, and we drew one each that night, and Graham got the flask and hit it right against the wall, smashed his smithereens, and what a mess, you know. So big Aggie right away up to see the chairman, but she met Graham Souness in the foyer, so the two of them were going hell for leather, you know, and of course Souness said, you would never work for me and I don't want to work for you, and the thing is there were about 30-40 people there, so everybody was witness this, you know, carry on. So I mean nobody forgets Big Aggie because of that. She'd have got Souness, but he'd have got her as well, so you could say maybe friendly banter. I think it was more than that really, so but it was something like that, there's no doubt about that.
And you never thought to jump in the middle of them and break it up?
No, I'll let them go ham and tongs, on you go, you know. So, but I always remember we played Chelsea at Stamford Bridge for the Bradford disaster, and the game was only going about maybe say 15 minutes, and John Hollins was the Chelsea manager. He went, "Oi!" He says, "Who's your number 10? I said, "A lad called Ian Durant." He says, "What a player," and that's after only about 10-15 minutes. And me Durant was a special player. I mean, I loved him. He was in the ground staff, and he had a big dinner in Glasgow. His testimonial, there were about 1,000 people. He said, "I want you at the top table, sitting with John Gregg, Andy Cameron, Dougie Donnelly." You can't buy that really, fantastic, you know. And if he would have been free of that injury, you know, he'd been probably one of the best players ever. He had everything, you know. He was just from box to box. He was just a fantastic player, and I've always had a great respect for him. There's no doubt about that.
I mean, you mentioned that there, the one and only John Gregg. How was your relationship with him, bearing in mind that you guys came in after him as a manager?
Well, John used to come to the games after that, you know, so I've always known Big Peter McClure. I was really friendly with Big Peter. Used to go to his house in Girvan. The wife made in to see him and Anne, and he says when Greggy left, as if no a brick but a boulder was removed from his shoulder, because obviously a lot of pressure at Rangers, you know, and it's all about results. You've got the results every single game. And because remember Big Jock took no well one time, and I was looked after the team against Morton. We drew 3 each down there, but beat them in the replay, but some great occasions. Even like say, I remember Big Jock said one time we were playing Bohemians. He said, "You got across and look at them, Alec." So I flew from Glasgow to Dublin in the hotel, and I came out, and this lad was standing. I said, "Excuse me, how do you get to Bohemians ground?" He said, "My brother texted me." So next guy. So but I mean that night especially, it was Nicky Walker was in goals, and there'd been darts thrown at him, there were golf balls, and it was just it was very, very uncomfortable, because I mean Big Jock says when we go back to the airport, he says get the heads down right to the airport, you know. So I know a lot of the fans were going back to Belfast and they were stoned, the buses were stoned, and the flyovers and that, you know. So but the only time I've been at Northern Ireland is when we played Linfield, and I'll never forget it. We went to play Linfield, and we arrived at the airport in Belfast. Armour car in front of the bus, Armour car behind. Went to Linfield, we played the game, beat them 3-0, had a shower, in the bus again, Armour car in front of the bus, Armour car behind, and back to Glasgow. It's the only time I've been in Northern Ireland and Belfast, you know, but that was quite an experience.
So the next football man I'm going to ask you about is Mr. Walter Smith. Your relationship with him, how you go on with him nowadays, and that famous game with the two years were Harbour and Tom, what actually happened?
I've always gone great with Walter. I said earlier we were on holiday together in Ibiza, and I said before I left a note when I left Rangers, wishing them all the very best, and I've always had the highest regard for them, the greatest of respect. And I always remember I was manager at Kilmarnock, we played Rangers, and we had a cup of tea after the game. He says, "Alex, see when you win, it's no enjoyment, it's sheer relief." And I think there's a lot of truth in that, being a manager myself for 22 years. That night at Perth, we had not a set two, with a wee argument and up the tunnel and all the rest of it. Nothing really happened, but this commissioner was there, no football man, you know, and obviously the two of us were to leave the ground. So I went to this director's house. We're up there till 6 o'clock, and we said we'll come back. Everybody were away, back we come, and the cameras were there, you know, the photographers and everything, you know. So it was blown up to all proportions as far as I'm concerned. And what he ended up in court in Perth, and Donald Finlay was representing him. The twos are sitting in Perth passing polo mints, you know. So I said we've always been great friends, and we always will be great friends. And since that incident, and Mike McCoy was making fun of it as well in the dressing room, you know, Evander Holyfield Totten against Cassius Clay Smith and all that sort of thing, you know. So In fact, we played Dundee United the following week up at Tannadice, and I'm in the dressing room at Tannadice, and the door bangs, and I hear it's Jim McLean with a couple of pair of boxing gloves. So, I mean, Jim was always serious, but that day it was. But we beat him 2-1, so I was quite chuffed. But at the end of the day, it was quite funny. But I say, he's done a great job, not only for Rangers but for Scottish football as well, and he's very well respected, and rightly so.
So the last football character I've got here, I'm not 100% sure of the question, I'm going to ask you anyway. Your memories of Ted McMahon and his order of food on his first day at Ibrox?
Ted come to Rangers, paid £100,000 for him, and by dancing his pants, he's always up there everywhere, and so he's talking about like the pre-match meal. So I said, just have what you want, son. You get soup and you get steak and you get sweets and everything after, ice cream or whatever, and that's what we ordered. And Big Joe come, and Big Joe went berserk. What? Play a game, that, So he was looking when he was giving me the eye, because obviously I kind of set him up, But Ed he was a great player. I'm in his first training session at the old training ground, and beat the reserves 5-0, but it was tremendous, He was. And I remember a Celtic game as well. We beat them 3-0. Ibrox, and I think it was William McStay got sent off. Ted was brilliant that day, He was a real character. I know about that, and just a special player, and a good man to have on your side. But it was funny as well. Ted, he wasn't half. He was quite a character.
So your all-time career at Rangers, who was your favourite player to watch?
My favourite player undoubtedly was Davie Cooper. I love Coop, I go on well with Coop. See, the thing is, when I was a manager, you're a wee bit sort of distance away from the players, but if you're a coach, you're closer to the players. So, like, so we went to away games, whatever, used to go up the bus, sit beside players and talk to them and everything, and that. Manager's different. The manager sits in front of the bus. But I say, Davie Cooper was special. I always loved great players. When I keep saying to players all the time, when I was a manager, go and express yourself, go and enjoy it. You enjoy it, I enjoy it, the fans enjoy it. And I've always believed in attacking football. And Cooper was that special player. He was a tremendous player, absolutely brilliant. And I remember when we beat Celtic that time, we beat them 3-2, he said Erling Ali McCoy's got a hat-trick. He gave me his shirt and he signed it for my son, to Bruce, best wishes Davie Cooper. And he's got it on his wall yet, that strip, so he was a great player, no doubt about that.
How do you feel when you look back now? You were always an assistant manager at Rangers, you're now at Falkirk, you're still in top level football. How do you feel about the last 2 years with Rangers Football Club, how they've been treated and the position they now find themselves in?
I think it's really very, very sad, there's no question about that, because obviously, they should be in the top flight of Scottish football, they deserve to be there, and I feel really sorry for the fans, because the fans have always been very, very loyal, good fans, and they're all for the club. But what's happened now, I think it's so sad really, there's no question about that, and so the quicker they're back there, the better, for everybody's sake. Celtic need Rangers, I'm not caring what they say at all. Celtic need Rangers like Hearts need Hibs, and we need Dunfermline. You've got to have your rivals, and I say without Rangers in the top flight, there's no question about it, it's not the same league, so hopefully we're back there sooner rather than later.
It's widely thought with the Rangers support, it's a view probably only shared by the Rangers support, that Peter Lawwell has a stranglehold over Scottish football nowadays, and the SFA are in his pocket. Do you feel that the Rangers fans have any can justify that belief?
I don't know. I can't really answer that question. I don't know really what happens, like say meetings with the SPL chairman or managers, whatever. So it's a question that I can't really answer, to be honest with you. I'll never forget Big Jock. When I was manager of Kilmarnock, Big Jock came down and says he came in the dressing room and met all the players, and they loved it really, and the boys loved to meet him. It was tremendous. And he says, Tots, he says, can I come down on Tuesday and take training? I said, that'd be great, Gaffer, you come down, the boys would love it, So on the Monday, he phoned me, he says, Tots, I can't come, I'm actually Gleneagles playing golf, I can't come tomorrow. I think the sun shines out your ears, Always when he said that, I said, I know, Gaffer, and that's the last time I spoke to him, to be honest with you. And I say, I've a lot to thank him for. It was a dream come true, because my dad, I said before, was a Rangers fan, and that Friday when he phoned, I went across and I told my dad, he couldn't be happier for me to go to Rangers. So he was a right Rangers man, he was absolutely delighted. Right,
I've got a couple of quick ones to run by you then to you, right? A couple of funny ones. You probably understand this, I've no idea why, but what's the best chippy in Falkirk and why?
The best chippy in Falkirk? The best chipping folk.
I think you done a
Yeah,
competition.
probably Lametti's, I would think.
Did you do a competition or something a few years
I
ago?
was. I prefer Lametti's, though, you know.
Is that how you're famous in Falkirk for their chips? I don't know if this is a myth or no, but it was asked twice that when you were the manager of Kilmarnock, after a great game and a great performance for Kilmarnock, you once walked in and asked how the Rangers score was.
I did once say, I got belted for that right enough, you know, so but I always look for the Rangers score. I said before, obviously I have a real soft spot, you know, and I've happy memories at Ibrox. It was absolutely brilliant. And I remember one time we were playing Hibs at Easter Road. It was about 2 days before Christmas, and all the Rangers fans had all like the Santa Claus outfits on, and we're in the dugout engrossed in the game, and 2 policemen come down, and this boy was right in the middle of them, dressed as Santa Claus, and I heard them saying, they're passing the dugout, for the last time, what's your name? And the boy says, you must be joking, dressed as Santa Claus, you know. So, and I remember we were in Switzerland one time, we were going to play Sion, and I love things being picturesque and scenery and all the rest of it, and you look up and you see the snow-capped Alps, and we Bobby Russell, they're playing cards, so I said to Bobby, look at that, it's all, you see one hill, you see them all. I never looked up.